we did a little bit of research, and I've seen that you've been releasing music for 10 years. I had no idea.
More.
Okay,
Dude, I'm making music like 25 years
already.
already. Like every single like 12-second video, I was like watching and repeating it like 20 times to see what he's pushing and like and trying to recreate the beats that they are making, right? That's how I started. Like I was like 12, 13, something like that. Before we got on the stage, I was like telling him like, dude, do you remember 20 years ago like we was like 20 people, 20 people. Now it's 20,000 people, right?
Yeah.
Like it was such
Like once I heard the music in the big screen, I was like, no, brother, this is why. Because I grew up with the 80s movies. Like music was a big part of the
course,
movie.
yeah.
Not right now, that I feel that it's kind of like a secondary, because it's not only the score. In the 80s, all the movies would have, like, for example, Dirty Dancing would have The Time of Your Life.
Yes,
They would
yes,
also
yes.
have a song.
The reaction from me was hilarious. Like he called me. He was basically like, "We are like Latvians. We are making a commercial with Conor McGregor. We need your music." I was like, "Dude, what the fuck are you talking about? What Conor McGregor?"
Hello, guys, and thank you for joining us once again. I'm going to have an amazing conversation with Fakts. He's an industry leader in everything that is music related. He has had a very long career in music as an artist himself, and he has also been behind the scenes doing post production in music. He mixed and mastered some of my songs that were in the movie Vulgar. And yeah, we talked about many topics about the music industry, movie industry, likes that we have in common, like the things that we like to create, the styles. And yeah, we talk also about the good old days when entertainment was at its best, and we're trying to bring it back. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this conversation. This is the Santiago's Creative Journey podcast. And thank you once again for coming to listen to my journey and everybody that is involved in it. So thank you. Okay, let's do it. First of all,
Hey.
thank you for coming, man. Thank you for coming. Don't worry. We'll stop shaking.
Yeah. Okay.
No, thank you for coming, because as I told you when you enter, like, I'm using the podcast basically to meet people, like people in the industry, because it's a very tiny industry.
It's not big, definitely.
There's not that much people. It's called that way. I feel it's big quality wise. I feel I really like what people are doing here.
Well, they're more motivated, I think, like because they're starting from nothing. Like I know people who just like the ambition is there. So
okay,
yeah.
that started. Give me a little bit of because I have very little. Like, I'm gonna tell you, like, basically what I know, what I learned about you was literally, we were doing the song for the that's a funny story. We were doing the song for the movie, and my producer is Lithuanian, and we had an old project with another singer that was called Danny Silver, and we had been working like for 6 years, and he's a local, he's a Latvian.
Yeah, I know him. Yeah.
And when it came to making the songs for the movie, it was a little bit of a problem, because I was very sure that I had everything in check to get the music for the movie. But when I then Davis, that is the guy from Danny Silva that I used to have the project with, he didn't want to do the song. Ana Krista didn't want to do the main song for the movie. I told this in Ana Krista podcast. So I had to basically start from scratch. And I recorded one of the songs myself, as you know, and then we found Patrisha through one of my girlfriends that
I met her. Yeah,
Yeah.
she told me already.
Okay, and then we found her, and then we made the song with her, and I really like what she did. I was super happy, and we had this guy that was mixing and mastering in Lithuania. This is not to throw shade at anybody.
Yeah.
But this is what happened, and we showed the song to Patrisha. And Patrisha was like, "Oh, I like it, but I want to hear it when it's finished, when it's mixed and mastered."
Exactly.
And we had shown
that was my first reaction to it as well.
Yeah. So but for us, that was the best masters and mixes that we
From
could do
Lithuania.
from the people that we were working until that time. Like
Okay, yeah.
we because we started literally from mixing and mastering ourselves to working with other Lithuanian guys to find
Yeah,
it. We were like climbing the ladder
Yeah,
slowly.
yeah.
And then when she said that, she says, "Oh no, I work with Facts,"
Yeah.
and I'm like, "Wow, I hadn't had the experience of working with somebody that was higher. So, for me, the music was always sounding better because it was always sounding better.
Mhm.
But then you send that first draft of the
Yeah.
mix, and especially the bass
Yeah,
was so it was slapping, and I was like, brother, it's just because I'm deaf from one ear. Yeah. So
I'm known for that.
yeah,
Exactly. Like just now, like a couple of weeks ago, one of the rappers in Latvia came. He's doing mix and mastering as well. He knows stuff.
Okay.
And he was like, like the drums and the bass. There's nobody who makes it like me. Like,
Yeah. Nice. But for me, what is impressive is that because my background is film and I've gotten into music older.
Yeah.
For me, at the beginning, it was very hard to hear the difference. But with your master, it was just night to day. It was,
Well,
yeah.
yeah. I'm always trying to do it. Like I'm really how to say it. I'm really influenced by American music. So
Okay.
from the charts, from the Billboard charts. So
Okay.
I usually go through Billboard charts and listen to the masters and mixes and like understanding what is going on in that category, right? So I'm always aiming to get that sound. So
Okay. Okay. So that's how, so that was my introduction to you. But that's about it. I think for the podcast, we did a little bit of research, and I've seen that you've been releasing music for 10 years. I had no idea.
more,
Okay.
dude. I'm making music like 25 years
Already.
already. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm like old.
How did you start it? Tell me.
Well, the YouTube just arrived in Latvia. Like the computers were shit. Everything was shit. Can I curse?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's come on.
Everything was shit, right? So I'm old. Like it was like two, like early 2000s, like 2001 maybe or something like that.
Okay.
So well, I was really into rap music and hip hop. Like I'm originally a rapper and a hip hop musician, right? So I always liked the beats more than the raps and everything. Like the beats was the main thing. So I started to make music. I asked my mother to buy me a keyboard. So and I was watching the searching on YouTube how like the greatest producers from hip hop that era, like Scott Storch and Dr. Dre, like how they are making like every single like 12-second video. I was like watching and repeating it like 20 times to see what he's pushing and like and trying to recreate the beats that they are making, right? So that's how that's how I learned how to produce music. So,
Okay.
so yeah, that's how I started. Like I was like 12, 13, something like that. And after that, like I was starting to produce music for locals in my city, rappers and musicians. And slowly I was like, for fun, starting to like rap. And so yeah, so
Okay.
that's how it came.
Okay. You got bitten by the music bug.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Okay. Well, for me, it has been very interesting that, I feel in Latin America, we have like a very big music culture. Everything is related to music.
Dude, you have like really huge
Yeah.
music culture.
Yeah.
Like I would say like that's the biggest music culture like in the world.
Yeah.
It's a shame it's not going places like worldwide, so because of the language barrier, I
Yeah.
think. But the music sound, like it's just like there's nothing else like it. So
Yeah. No, and that's one of the things that has been interesting for me for coming here, because we are not as musically gifted as Latvians, because here everybody's good in music. Like I every time I'm mesmerized. Like this weekend, again, I went to a karaoke. It's like everybody knows music. Everybody's stressed to get into the karaoke because they're gonna sing bad. In my country, nobody cares because you're in a karaoke. Nobody's supposed to know how to sing. So, I'm very, very impressed. But I do feel, I was talking with Anna recently. Well, I did two. My two recent podcasts were with musicians, and I feel there's a little bit of a disconnect between the talent and the music they're producing, because I'm 9 years here. It's gonna be 10 years next year, and nobody has yet shown me a Latvian song that, oh my God, you gotta listen to it. If
Okay.
you land in my country, 5 minutes, you're gonna listen to all our music, and everybody's gonna. It's
Yeah.
it's very in our day to day.
Yeah.
Let me call it that way.
Well, in Latvia, Latvian music culture, like Latvians usually like to listen more to Americans, like from the charts, right?
Yeah.
So they're listening to them, like
But do you
what's
know why?
popular.
Do you have like a
It's just
theory?
it's been always like that. Like
Okay.
we have, like, when I started, it was really bad, like really bad, dude.
I can imagine.
We like we did concerts with like 20 people, 30 people, and it, like, the guy that I'm talking about, he's one of my best friends, and he's the hugest, the biggest rapper in the Latvia.
In Latvia now.
Yeah.
Okay.
He did right now, last year he did a concert with 25,000 people in the
Wow.
stadium.
Okay.
That's the biggest hip hop concert in
Ever.
Latvia ever in history.
I can
Like
imagine.
nobody's even
Close.
close. He sold out 3 times the arena, and he's already making another one this year. So he's the biggest guy, and I started concerting with him. I was his back vocalist, right?
Okay.
And we did gigs, and he was popular. He At that time he already was popular, but the culture was like nobody came to concerts. Nobody was uh, supporting. Nobody was like, it was a sad time for music in Latvia. Like it really was. But then when the internet got like social media came, we had a Draugiem LV, like
Yeah.
it was our Facebook, right?
I remember.
When it
Before
came,
Facebook.
yeah.
Yeah.
When it, no,
Yeah.
really,
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
was it?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Because I came here.
Zuckerberg stole the idea.
I don't know if he stole it, but I remember Draugiem was already big in like 2001, and I opened Facebook at the uni.
Oh, right. The American version was MySpace.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. Okay. Well, Draugiem LV came along, right? So it got popular, and then we started to learn how to market music in
Okay.
in the social media, right? And the more musicians started to adapting to it, we kind of slowly till this time started to building this like culture in Latvia. So now you can see people, rappers, not like huge and popular, solding out venues, Palladium, right?
Okay.
Solding out like 1,500 people, right? I don't even know them, but they do that.
Okay.
So the culture is there right now. But before, like 20 years ago, it was like total shit. Like it was
I can imagine.
there was when the biggest the rapper's name
What's the
is
name?
Gacho.
Gacho, okay.
Mesa Gacho.
Okay.
Yeah. So when he did the gig, I was performing with him like 5 songs in the beginning, like for the old time sake, at that show, 25,000 people. And before we got on the stage, I was like telling him, like, dude, do you remember 20 years ago? Like we was like 20 people, 20 people. Now it's 20,000 people, right?
Yeah.
Like it was such,
Yeah.
like,
No, of course.
so yeah,
But that's a good journey.
it is like 20 years, but yeah.
Now, what it makes it cool is that you came, that you built it. Like I think
Well,
those
I
are
was
the
a
best
part of
stories.
it.
Yeah,
Yes, yes, yes.
because you know, when everything is built, it feels a little bit more like you know, I feel, you know, people always want, you know, when there's money, everybody wants to come, but when the hard job has to be done, nobody wants to show up and to build the
It
things.
is like that, and especially in music, right? You usually don't don't make money like for the last since like 2015. Maybe you can start what we was starting to make money because of the Spotify and monetization on YouTube, and right. But
Okay.
before that, everything you got from the concerts, or you were working day jobs like to just make music, right? And you were popular, but you were working day jobs, like you and every penny
The work you would put it.
yeah, you just push it all into music. Just fingers crossed it will
Yeah.
happen, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, for 20 years, for okay, for 15 years to like sacrifice everything and doing music, and after that time solding out arenas, it's like really good. So
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
journey is
Definitely worth it.
still going, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
No, but that's good. That's really good. That's a very inspirational story. I'm in my own journey with movies. As I told you, you know, I came to know you because I had this music side project. Well, it was my main project when I came here because, you know, it's not like people were calling me here to make movies or TV or music videos. And I come from a little bit bigger industry. So the budgets were very, very low here. I didn't
Oh,
even know.
really?
Yeah, when I came here, you know, I was used to, I don't know, a tiny music video would be 20K. Yeah. And
There in South
in,
Africa,
in South America,
South
yes.
America, yeah.
And but you can get 60, 100, 250, 300. Yeah. I think the biggest one that I did was like 60 something. But like if you want it, especially if you were working, well, I learned that, you know, with musicians, one thing that happens in general is that they're very, at least in Latin America for sure, they're very image conscious.
Hmm.
Like they want to look good.
Yeah.
And I understood that there was a minimum budget that I needed to get the lights and the cameras that I needed and the lenses so that they could look the way they
Exactly.
wanted.
Yeah.
Because at the beginning, I was trying to always get the gig because I needed the money. And I always would run into the problem of, yeah, I'm going to sacrifice because I'm going to put money in my pocket.
Hmm.
But then the client is never happy because he wants that music video that looks like a Taylor
Yeah.
Swift
Yeah. Yeah.
video. And of course, they're not paying Taylor Swift money,
Of course.
but in their defense, they're paying everything they can afford.
Yeah.
And now I see it differently because now I find myself as an expert. So if somebody calls me and they say this, I have to draw the line and say, well, with what you have, we cannot do it.
Mm.
Yeah, like because at the end of the day, it's my work that is outside there. But of course, I was younger, I needed money, and
Oh.
the decisions are completely different if we would have known. Yeah. But so yeah, when I would come to Latvia, 20K was already a big artist in Latvia for a music video. So it was like you know, like I don't know who's making those videos, but most probably the most popular DOPs and directors here. And there's like two bands that could afford when I moved here to make 20K videos.
Brother, I know everybody. Nobody's paying like that. Nobody's
Yeah.
like, I know every popular musician in the Latvian industry.
Nobody's
No
paying that.
one's paying
Yeah, yeah.
20K for music videos.
Yeah.
So
And-
nobody will never pay
Yeah.
20K.
Well, to be fair, right now the things have changed because the technology changed. So now it's cheaper. You know, now it's cheaper to shoot
because you have better cameras for lesser
for less money, and also the lights. The lights is the main thing.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, now-
I know a little bit about music videos.
Okay, so the lights was the, you know, like the last when it was COVID, I went to a record label, a big Latin American record label, to make music videos with them, and I did one of the music videos. It was for like a very popular, how's it called, Dominican artist.
Okay.
He was featuring, he was flying private for one day and whatever, and it was COVID, so everything was closed. and I couldn't see the location, so I had to like really bulletproof myself for the shoot. And I remember, I think we spent, I don't know, between 15 and 20K on only in lights, just so that I would be sure that I had everything to make it look the right way, because they needed something. And I didn't even, the way we do it, like the guy literally flew, arrived at 5, and they finished the song. They did the song in the night. And at 3, I had like the demo, and at 5, I was shooting the music video. Yeah, so I didn't even know what was going to be the music video about. So I just got some dancers, a location I could control, but I bulletproofed myself with light. That setup was like 15, 20K only in lights, maybe even more, maybe because my friend that works, that owns the label, flew me there. And maybe he's gonna see this and he's gonna be like, motherfucker, it was more like 40. But the point is that it was a lot of money that now you don't need, because you don't need the big generator, the big trucks, you don't need the part, and also you don't need the super qualified man hour, because right now these lights, I can plug them myself. When I was in school, I plugged the lights and I blew up the fuse of the whole dorm, and everybody had to get out. So it was harder before. So now it's cheaper. But when I arrived, I was like, nobody's gonna call me to this. So because I was seeing what they were calling me for things of 2,000 euros. I'm like, I really don't know what to do with 2,000 euros, unless I'm gonna go partying, and then we put a GoPro, and then I'll give you the GoPro footage. That's the best that I can do. So yeah, it has changed. But what I really like is that I feel what you're saying, that a lot of people is hungry. A lot of people wanted to do stuff. And that's how I was able to make my feature, my first feature here.
Yeah, cool.
Because a lot of people just work more than everywhere else. So yeah, that's basically how I got in contact with music, because I needed the songs for the movie. But man, I love what you did, and what everybody involved did. I also love what Patrisha did. I for me, it's just too crazy how easy it is. It's just like, it was like less than an hour in a
You
studio.
just need to like the right people.
Yeah. But it sounds easy. But it's not easy to find the right
Well,
people.
for me, it is like when you are saying like that, like like it's just day job.
Yeah. No, well, you have more time in this, most probably. So that's why you know everybody.
Well, you
but
had a great artist, like she can sing her ass out. So
yeah, 1,000%.
so, and she knows what she's doing in studio and songwriting and everything, right? So she also know about mixing and mastering. So that's why she said like, when is it gonna be finished?
No,
right?
no, that was hilarious. That her face, like, no, yeah. But when I want to hear it when it's finished. And I was like, it's supposed to be, but okay. So, but yeah, that's how we started. And but you know what? Right now, I feel I wanna integrate it more with what I'm doing. So I send you the EP that we're doing, because, well, first of all, I knew I wanted to build a catalog with my own music, because it was so hard to find people to do the music that I wanted to the movie when you have nothing to show. It's like, oh yeah, let's make a song. Okay, what do you do? Well, I do music. Which music? And you have nothing to show. Like, people tend to be, everybody was a little bit reluctant. They didn't want it. They were like, yeah, well, I don't know.
Can you name some artists so we can cut it out?
No, I won't cut out then. No, because I have talked to them. Like, so for example, with Ana Krista.
Okay, I know her. I've worked with her, I think, a couple of times.
Yeah, I know her because in the Danny Silver project, she did a couple of songs, features with her. They know each other since they were kids. And in my head, she was going to sing the song of my movie. And I was like, I don't even need to sweat it. I'm just going to send the thing. And we had done songs in the past. But when I sent it, she was going through something. And, the name of the song was Vulgar. And that, I think that word has a lot of stigma in Latvia. So I think because of that, she didn't fit it. And we talked it in the podcast. I told her, I don't have a problem with her, because I ended up with a happy ending, because I ended up finding Patrisha and she did an amazing work. But in the moment that she said, no, I don't feel I want to do this, I was like uber disappointed. because I knew her personally and I like what she did. And a lot of the times everything that is creative has to do with vibes. So it's like,
Well, of course, yeah. Like if it's not the right timing, right?
yeah,
In the music, it's always like that. Like there can be good ideas, but bad timing. So
yeah. So, and the same happened with my artist before, that he was going through a period that he wanted to make the music in a certain way, but I had a very specific vision for the movie, and then, but it was kind of nerve wracking. So, but now I feel I want to do TV series with music of how a musician breaks through. I wrote the songs that I shared with you for the EP. For the next movie, there's a couple of title songs from there. And yeah, I love what you guys do. And of course, that's why I told you, oh, did you see the movie? And we have to figure out how to put it somewhere, make a screener, and I'll invite you so that you can see it. Like once I heard the music in the big screen, I was like, no, brother, this is why. Because I grew up with the 80s movies that they had, like music was a big part of the
course,
movie.
yeah.
Not right now that I feel that it's kind of like a secondary, because it's not only the score. In the 80s, all the movies would have, like, for example, Dirty Dancing would have The Time of Your Life.
Yes,
They would
yes,
also
yes.
have a song.
I agree. I totally agree. Like it sets the mood, right?
Sets the mood. And it also is, it's like double promotion, and it
Of
builds more
course,
hype.
yeah.
And I want to do more things like that because I really love what you guys are doing here. I still work with my Lithuanian producer, which is very odd because he makes trappy and rappy beats, and I just write pop songs. But because I don't make music, I just drop my pop songs in his trappy beats. But I think, yeah, I would love to do a TV serial here with good music, and yeah, continue growing that. Have you worked in TV with something, with a project or something?
In TV, I've done something, but like not recently. I've done something like I don't know, a decade ago. I think so. I'm like really into commercials right now. So
Okay, okay,
yeah, I was working like in COVID. I was working with Conor McGregor though.
okay,
Yeah,
nice.
I made music for his game. He had a mobile game.
Okay,
Latvians made it.
okay.
Yeah,
But
Latvians
like
made
a
it.
gambling game or something like
No,
that?
no,
No,
no.
no,
It
no.
was like there was a character, Conor McGregor, and a lot of different characters, and they were like it was a strategy game.
Oh,
Yeah, it
I have
was.
no idea about that.
Yeah, dude, and the we did a really big project with him. Like, did the whole video for it. He's driving a Lambo, my music blasting. Like, yeah,
Nice.
yeah. So
Was it shot here, the project? No.
no, it was filmed in Dubai and Ireland.
Damn, I have to see that. That sounds dope.
Yeah, I can show you.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Show me, show me, show me, show me. And did you meet the guy or only?
No,
No,
it
no.
was a COVID. It was COVID time, and he said after the COVID he will come visit us, but he sold the game before the
Ah,
COVID ended. He sold it for a lot.
yeah, yeah.
So
No, I'm guessing. Well, but that's a good marketing strategy. Put your face there, grow the brand, and
well,
sell it.
he did it with everything. He did it with whiskey
Okay, yeah.
also. Yeah, he
But he sold the
sold
whiskey. No,
sold the whiskey.
he sold it
Yeah,
already.
he sold it for like 600 million. Dude, that's a
Man, we
lot.
gotta get into that type of game.
Yeah, let's make whiskey, not movies.
No, the thing is, like, once you're like a personal brand that you're popping, like they do all these kind of things, and they blow up. But I want to say this: how did those guys found you?
Well, one of the directors or not directors, I don't really know what he was doing there, but we didn't know each other personally, but he was a fan of mine, and he was like, for the Connor commercial, there was Americans did a version.
Okay.
He said shit. French, yeah, French did version shit,
Okay.
and he was like, dude, we need some better music, and the guy literally said he was sitting at the working station, his working station, and my song came up on the radio, and he was like, "Oh, I need to like get yeah," and he was calling me, dude. He like the reaction from me was hilarious. Like he called me. He was basically like, "We are like Latvians. We are making a commercial with Conor McGregor. We need your music." I was like, "Dude, what the fuck are you talking about? What Conor McGregor?" And at that time, like Conor was like so
Super
huge,
big.
so huge. Like he didn't didn't like.
No, he was still on the top. Like,
yeah.
That's pre-Khabib.
His reputation wasn't messed up.
Yeah.
So everybody loved him at that time. So I was like, dude, like, yeah, this is not real. And he's like, no, you can read it about it in press. There was an article in the like real media about the Latvians making a game for Conor. Like I was like, oh, okay, let's look what we got, right?
Okay.
So yeah, and the first thing I did, like in an hour, like Conor said, yeah, let's go. Like, that's it. In an hour.
Right.
Yeah.
That's good. I had no idea about that story. No, but it's so cool. This is what I say, like, man, it's just like people here are in it's a different level. It's a
Yeah, this is my music. Latvians filmed it as well.
damn.
People don't believe in time machines.
Also, my mixing, mastering, everything, voiceover,
They
Conor.
say you can't travel in time and change things. But they are wrong. I went to the future and I saw myself succeed. 10 years back, I was driving this car. I followed my vision to where I am now. Fight for your future today. Dystopia. Download now.
Yeah,
Man, that's big.
that was huge for me. Like,
Oh, it looks amazing, man. Congrats.
Yeah,
really
thank you.
good.
Yeah.
Really good.
and after that, like there was a lot of
phone calls.
Like, yeah, phone calls. Just like, dude, we need something from you.
Yeah.
So I went a little bit in the commercials.
Okay.
At the COVID time, like there was nothing was happening like
Yeah.
with music, right? So that was like a blessing, like really like unexpected.
Came out of nowhere.
Came
Okay.
out of nowhere, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, but I wasn't in COVID here because they called me from Mexico and I straight up went there to shoot because I knew that I think Latvia was one of the last countries that they locked down or something.
Yeah, we were like at the start of the 2020. It was March. It was March,
Something like that.
end of the March. We were having a concert in the arena.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and like a week after that, like everything, bam,
Everything,
closed.
yeah. Yeah. No, COVID was interesting, but no, it was really interesting. But that's what reconnected me with making movies. And then I came here and was like, let's do it. I teach in Riseva, and that's how I got the crew. Because
Cool. Yeah, I've worked there. I've even shot a music video for myself there
in the studio.
production studio.
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay. Well, the how's it called? Soundstage. Yeah, because I couldn't afford the people to make a full-on production.
So basically, your crew was students, right?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Yes. But I had, the good things of students is like you're 6 months with them and you know who works and who doesn't.
Yeah. Of
So
course, yeah.
when you're taking a risk on them, you know that they're gonna pay off. And I called the ones that I felt were very, very good. And everybody was their first movie. But to be honest, when I saw the movie in the screen, I was like, never in my wildest dreams could I have imagined it was going to end up being so good. Because, I was doing a bona fide student film. But, we didn't have that much resources, but we were able to pull it through. And I'm very, very happy. We might even premiere in Lithuania, by the way.
Wow, that's great.
Yep.
I was asking the girls behind the scenes. It's been like when the movie came out.
December 13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a couple of months, right?
Yeah.
Um, So why are you not releasing it on some streaming services, Latvian streaming
because the thing is like, how's it called? Film festivals.
Okay.
If you release in certain places, they cut you. You cannot apply.
Okay.
But to be fair, I made the decision of I'm just gonna put it on the streaming platform. The other thing, because my big festival that I was waiting for is Venezuela, that is gonna start on the 1st of June. So we're almost there. So we have a proposal from one of the TV stations. I don't want to say the name until we sign.
Yeah, okay, but like I really think that their Latvian streaming services are really hungry for content.
Yeah,
like so
they are.
I think.
No, we had a
it's
meeting.
easy.
We had a meeting. It was very good. The thing is, like, if you release in streaming, you cut yourself from the film festivals.
Yeah, I understood. Yeah,
I was all the time like, no. But right now, I feel we have a couple more theatrical releases. We're gonna do something in Miami, most probably, and then after we'll put it. So we're already talking to people,
Cool.
and I'm just thinking about the next project because I feel I'm very happy how the movie ended up being, but I feel that doing your first movie, the majority of the work goes to learning to make a movie, not about the story. You are struggling with, okay, who do I need to talk? What are the legal stuff that I need to have? How is the contracts with the people? Like there's not that much energy into the story in itself. Although I put everything I could, but still you feel like, you're not in your element because it's a new thing that you're doing.
I understand what you are talking about because Latvian musicians, as we are doing everything ourselves, so we are learning everything in the
whole process.
Yeah, exactly. If you want to make a concert in a venue, yeah, you won't pay the promoter or something, so somebody, you will do it your fucking self.
Yep.
So yeah, so I know about the struggles when you are dealing with the side mission to like the build up the project, right, and a little bit like forget about the main
thing.
Yeah.
But I feel everybody's is going through the same, so I'm not even putting it as an excuse. I just know that I feel our skills as a team are way better, and I want to have a film that reflect. I think that's always the same in art. What you have outside, what you do teaches you. So as soon as you release it, you're better than what you released.
Of course.
So
the next project will be 10 times easier.
Yes,
right now.
1000%. So that's what we're really working on. But yeah, I can't wait to have it on the platforms and for Latvians to see it. It didn't go that bad. I thought it would go terribly bad in Latvia, the movie, because I feel that Latvians are very, when it comes to sex, they're very relationships.
I don't know. Like, I don't agree. Like the older generation maybe, yeah, but the youngins are wild, dude. Like,
no, they no, the youngs are wild, but the thing is like, because it's a married couple. Yeah. Married people are kind of still on those kind of like values that I feel a little bit. Well, let me put it this way: we are in a different, like, if here are wild, where I come from is 10 times even worse.
Okay.
So that's kind of the comparison. I can't wait to show it in Latin America because I feel in Latin America they're really gonna appreciate it, because at the end of the day is, it's loosely based on my life and somebody that I met when I came here, and then it's told from the girl's perspective, but in reality it's told by the guy who lived it. So it's we'll see what happens. I have high hopes that in Latin America, well, to be fair, the people of the distribution in my country, they have been treating me like I'm this kind of like wizard, genius director. Great. And I'm like, chill, bro. It's good, but it's not.
That's great.
No, I'm happy. I can't complain about that. But but yeah, I feel at the end that like in everything in art, you just that the formula is very easy. It's just work a lot so that you can surround with people that work a lot, and that really has an impact on the results. And then the things, they just get better, and the better the things, the easier it is to market them, the easier it is to sell them, the easier that it is to make more of them. It's just everything gets easier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah.
But it's a compromise with quality. I feel that's the main thing that I'm obsessed about, even if it's gonna take me a year more.
Dude, I'm the same person. Like, I will not release a song if it's not fucking perfect. Like, I have everybody knows that. I've talked about it on podcasts and interviews a lot of times. I have like 200, more than 200 unreleased songs. Like
Okay.
and they are not released because I'm too fucking like, oh no, this the one frequency, I need to fucking change it, and I changed it, and I find something else, and like, yeah. So I know what you are talking about. The quality is like quality over quantity. Yeah.
I'm a little bit of both. I go quality through quantity. That's my motto.
Okay.
I do, like, I need to feel that I have done so fucking much that it's like I'm just gonna it's like, how do you kill a mosquito? Well, I throw lasers, I shoot it, I throw a cannonball, a grenade, I do everything. And I gotta be sure that it's dead, but because I threw everything I had. So I'm a big believer in quantity, but I obsess. But my path to quality is quantity.
Okay.
So
I
I'm
understand.
like, for example, with music, with what we did, like for the song of the movie, I recorded like 10 times, and I recorded without knowing, with a voice isolation, and then I had to send you again, and I'm gonna do it and do it and do it and do it and do it, and at the end I'm gonna be okay. This is enough. I cannot make it better. Of course, everybody can make everything better, but at the end of the day, we have a release date, so I need this guy to finish his thing. So the compromises need to be made. But I sent you the thing like 5 times, and that's how I am. Like, I'm gonna go through quantity to quality. But I agree, like, because the only thing that makes me release is the deadlines. If not,
Dude, yeah, that's what I learned from my past mistakes, right? If you set a deadline, then the work will be done.
yeah,
If there's no deadline, you are just going insane. Like, you
Yeah.
can do one thing over and over again for like a year. Like you can do that.
yeah,
And you can be obsessed about it, and like you are not moving on creatively, right? And
Yeah.
that's so not good. That's so not good. That you need to set a deadline for your projects and finish them, no matter what. Just fucking release it and do the next one,
yeah.
and that's it. So yeah.
No, I'm the same way. I'm the same way. Like, I'm like, if I don't have a deadline, I'm just gonna keep obsessing. And the funny part is that it's never ready.
Exactly.
If one more year would make it perfect, I would do the extra year. But
Dude.
it's never perfect.
Dude, when I hear every of my released songs, every time I hear one, I remember, fuck, I didn't do that there. Like, I could have done that. I could have done that, right? So it never ends. It never ends.
Never ends. Question: how did you started? Why did you started like mixing and mastering?
Because nobody could do it like in Latvia. I also did it a real long time ago. So I started to learn a real long time ago. So
But did you went like to a place to learn it, or
no, I did it all
on
by
your own?
myself. Yeah. Well, I paid a lot of money for internet courses, right? But like, I didn't like they didn't teach you how to do it like academically, right?
Okay.
So they like the biggest ones, like there's Jason Joshua, Josh Goodwin, TZO. There's a couple of the Grammy winning
Producers.
the not producers, mixing, mastering
masters, yeah.
engineers, that's like making music with Justin Bieber's, Taylor Swift's, Post Malone's, and everybody who's like in top 10 right now. So
Okay.
and they just like really slowly trying to explain to you that academically making shit is not popular. The only thing that matters is your fucking ears. And if you hear it And if you do references, like that's what I told you, right? I'm listening through like the Justin Biebers and Taylor Swifts, not because I like them. I like Justin Bieber, but not Taylor Swift. But like the music sounds and the master sounds really fucking like cool for me. Like it's all about taste, but that's my taste, and I am trying to implement that into my work. And nobody in Latvia can. Like, there's a couple of people that I'm friends with that does the same, right? But yeah, I don't think, like, when I started, I was going to studios in Latvia, like the biggest and coolest and the most expensive studios, because I wanted to fucking sound like the Americans. Like. And every time I left the fucking studio, I was like, fuck, this sounds like shit. Like, this is shit. And it's not even my fucking voice. It's not even the beat. Like, it's just like, it's a mess. And I didn't understand what's mastering, what's mixing. Then I started to study and then, went around like every studio in Latvia and just, fuck that, I will do it myself, right? And it took some years, like a decade or so, but now we are here. So
it was worth it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
I love what you do with the music.
Thank
like,
you.
No, I'm very happy. I'm a very, if I have to review, I'm a very satisfied customer. I'll put 5 stars.
Thank you.
Leave a review 1000%. Question: How do you feel? How much is hardware important in mixing and mastering?
No. Nothing.
It doesn't matter the equipment that you have.
You need a fucking good computer. Like, that's it. Nobody's doing it in analog anymore. Like, even the great ones, like the engineers that I mentioned, right? They're all coming from analog gear, from the SSL consoles, like for fucking $1 million, and nobody's
doing it anymore.
No, everything's in the box. The only thing you need for a great sounding record, you need a good vocal chain and a good acoustic room. That's it. Okay. And a clean electricity. That's a fucking big problem in Latvia. Like, we have a fucking old wires in our fucking old buildings, and nothing's grounded, and there's ground loops going on and noises going into fucking mic before even you fucking say a word. So and after that, when you push everything up, right, and you can't clean it up. Like, it's just there. Exactly. So the clean signal with a fucking good compressor and a good preamp and a good room, that's all you need.
Okay.
And a good electricity.
Okay. And another question: AI. How are you seeing that? How do you feel it? What is the
cool? I really use a lot of AI right now, so it's really cool. Yeah.
For what do you use it in general?
It can't mix a song for you, but there's cool elements from it that you can use to fucking fast up your workflow. Yeah.
Okay.
So, like, the basic shit right now, like, I can fucking push a button and he will fucking export everything and push another button, he will turn the vocals down there. Like you don't need to go in and spend fucking 10 minutes looking for a fucking track and doing something like that. You just push a button.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because, I do color. You do color grading, and that's what I teach in Riseva.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the same, but for image.
Yeah. I know. I dude, fun fact. Every music video that I have edited and color corrected it.
Okay.
So I know a lot, not like you, but I know the basic middle stuff, right?
Okay.
So,
and you understand like how it relates to mixing and mastering a song.
Yeah,
it's
the
same.
It's the same.
Yeah.
It's the same. It is.
But I my story is the same. I always, it's funny because you say I wanted to sound like the American song. I would always go to a cinema and be like, why do American movies look so much better than any other movies? I was like, what the fuck is the magic?
That's also the thing I always like. I like the fucking American music videos, right?
Yeah.
So every time we were filming, the equipment was shit in Latvia. There's nothing. There's no money. There's no nothing, right? So, like, I'm looking at and I'm always saying for the fucking cameramans and the directors or somebody like I want it to look like fucking this, and he's like, yeah, not gonna happen. So
yeah, that's how it happened. But now it's different because now in Latvia we have very cool tech, like film wise. Like we have the latest cameras, the latest lenses, and it's really cool. But now you realize that it's all about who knows what, because that's what I didn't know. Like I used to believe that it was about the camera, and what I have learned is that it's about the knowledge. It's a pipeline that is in image is very complicated, and you have to understand what the computer is doing. Because in image, what happens is that we have all these user interfaces that you think you're putting yellow to an image, but what is really happening is like a computer a mathematical equation behind the scenes on pixels and stuff. And when I started studying with the really, really pros, I understood, the problem is that I think that because the program is doing it, it's going to happen to the image. But these guys know that the program doesn't do what it's supposed to do, and they have engineers that give them tools so that the program works how they want. And that's what blew my mind, and that's why I feel my movie ended up looking so good.
I'm sorry I haven't watched it. I looked at the fucking trailer when it came out, and that was the fucking first thing that I said. It looks fucking amazing. No, quality wise and the color grading and like everything looked like professional. Like it's not the type of shit that comes out of Latvia. So yeah. And that I was obsessed with because I feel we can be creative once we got our technical game down. Because it makes no sense for me to like, for example, because I feel in Latvia the movies are not that technically good, but in my country are 10 times worse. So like in my country movies looks like soap operas till this day. Well, to be fair, I haven't been there for 10 years, but I think
I'm pretty
Latvia there's the same issue. Like there's a couple of directors and movie makers in Latvia that kind of follows the American style, but like the basic stuff that comes out of Latvia right now looks like shit, like dog shit. Like it looks like a soap opera from 15 years ago.
Yeah. So like I wanted to really get down the technical aspects, so that now, as I'm telling you, I have these three things. I want to make a movie about the tarot because I read the cards and I want to talk about it before the end of the year. And I have a couple of children's serial, and I want to make something with music about like an artist that finds his way, and how something like the 8 Mile, but not in a movie. Well, most probably for me it would be easier to make a movie than a serial, but something like that like last week a guy that is working here, he told me, there's this like not rap battles, but like a rap something that they had in hangars in Tallinnas Kartals. And we went to see, and there was a bunch of people there singing, and they had made a documentary. But I saw culture. I saw a bunch of new kids being there, supporting each other and wanting to hear their music and whatever. Everything was in Latvian. I didn't understand anything. But I felt like, this is cool. Like, this is how everything starts. That just people wanting to do fucking music because they just want to, because life sucks. So if it's going to suck, I'd rather do music while it sucks than sucking without the music. And I want to tell a story about that because, I feel that that's a very, I don't know, it's something that it's cool. I think about it and it's cool. It's cool people going for their dreams and music and stuff.
Would you make it in for worldwide or only for Latvia?
I would do it both. My movie is a little bit English, 70% English, or 65 and 35% in Latvian.
Okay.
Yeah, I would do the same because I feel right now everything is very international here. Yeah, every time I go partying, there's people speaking English, and I would do it that way.
Latvians are really like going into English. Like
Yeah.
they're really
1000%.
dude. Like 20 years, like not 10 years ago, nobody could fucking say the
Anything.
directions to the fucking bus station.
True.
The youngins are like talking like Americans right now.
Yeah, without an accent and everything. And I would do it that way, a little bit of English, a little bit of Latvian, and I would do the music in English because I just speak English. And most probably I'll write the music and do that. But that's something that it's like on my head. I don't know when it would happen because, you know, I need most probably the backing of one of these platforms that they're willing to invest like on a serial or something like that. But I've been even thinking about like, oh, maybe I can do a pilot of something and have those type of ideas just to be able to showcase more, because I feel the talent is here. We just gotta do. My only grievance with the Latvians in general, I feel people here should work more. Of course, I think because you're on the top of the food chain, you also work a lot. So
I'm
so you're not gonna be in that
working.
yeah, but the ones a little bit down you, like, man, people here don't want to work in general.
Dude, in Latvia, people are lacking ambition.
Yeah,
Like they really do. Like the motivation, I don't know. Like there's a lot of negativity in Latvians because of the politics and shit like that. So everybody's like this.
yeah,
But the creative, except the creative guys, they have a lot of fucking ambition, right? So but the main consumer, well, he has a bad job, he has fucking not a good pay for that job, right?
yeah,
So
for sure.
so he's like, fuck this. So there's a lot of depression, I think.
Yeah,
But yeah.
yeah. No. I mean, in general, I feel like, you know, to put, because, you know, I've talked with people in the industry and I tell them like, listen, man, I'm gonna continue doing movies as much as I can. And if I cannot do them as big as this because I don't have enough cash, because I've been putting everything out of my pocket. As you were telling the story, I make 3 and I put 3 again on the thing and until it blows up. And if it doesn't blow up, I'll just be broke and it's okay, because nobody's putting a gun in my head to bet on this.
Exactly.
So it's my own bet. But I feel that, fuck, like if we would all organize and just do more shit, like I feel the success is inevitable, because I just feel the talent is too high.
Yeah, well, yeah. Latvians also are greedy, so
Yeah. That's why I don't work with the other guy anymore. People they think
well, Latvians, we are greedy. Like,
Yep.
We are.
Yep. Well, at least you're aware. That's
I know that. Like I've ran into it like a lot. I'm trying not to be greedy because, like, I think when you are like really grinding and doing shit, I think you're supposed to be greedy in Latvia. Like when you are like in that position to fucking, when you are grinding and doing stuff, you should be fucking bold and ask for everything that you can, because there's no other chance that you can make it here. Like you need that ambition, and like you just get every fucking cent from it. So, yeah.
No, but for me, it's not so much about the well, like the thing is, like, for me has been a little bit, my experience has been different. For me, it's like I get what you mean. Maybe my situation was a little bit different, but for me, it's just, I know that the better I get, eventually some Conor McGregor calls you. Like, this is what happens to everybody. So I'm always focused on being so good that when Conor McGregor needs to call somebody, they find me. That's kind of my mentality all the time. So I'm trying. That's why I was telling you, I do quality through quantity. So I'm just gonna throw myself and do a bunch of shit. I worked all my life, all my 20s, I worked it for free basically, because I just want to be so good that I could go and shoot a movie with fucking students. Yeah. And that is something that takes patience. And
that takes dedication,
patience, sacrifice, for sure. Yeah. But it is true that when it pays hard, because you just have more experience. And I realized, at least in my country, every time I was trying to get too much, I would work less. So I was like, I'll do everything for free, because then at the end of the day, I'll get more. I will work more. And that's my advice to people normally. Like, your 20s, just basically just pay the bills and just work as much as you can. Because in your 30, first of all, nobody, like, how many people that you started working are still working? There's maybe 5, 4, because people quit. That's one of the hacks of the industry that nobody tells you. Just like stay, like, just don't quit. Just keep on doing the thing, and you'll be there in 20 years.
Yeah, well, that is a big problem. People usually, also creative people, a lot of creative and talented people, just fucking, oh no, I've been doing this for 5 years and haven't blown up yet.
And I'm not Justin Bieber.
Yeah, exactly. But like, it takes time, and it takes, as you said, sacrifice and dedication. Like, it just does. Like, you can't expect, like, there's all, of course there's like great timing and like, and a lot of aspects that goes into that, right? And there's also like miracles, one hit wonders in the music. I'm talking about music. One hit wonders, and and people just blows up from one song. But you can't expect like to be that, like that. That is what will happen with me. Yeah, like you can like. Sorry, I haven't talked in English like for so long.
Don't worry.
Yeah, but you can set your mindset to that, but like, you can't expect every time you drop a fucking song or project that it will fucking blow up.
Yeah.
So that I also think that's a big part of it, why people quit, because you have such a fucking big expectations from it, and when you release something and you don't get nothing from it, like, you just like, like, and you do that for fucking 20 times, and you just like, fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Like, I think
that's the good thing for me of coming from movies. That for me, the song is the pay. Now I don't have to go look for an artist for the music for my movie. I have the music. So I already, got something out of it. Yeah, like that. This is really what I really wanted. But yeah, no, I've seen, like, my ex-roommate used to be a #1 artist in my country, and he was very big in Latin America, and he was making millions. And and right now he hasn't released music because I hope he doesn't watch this. Well, he doesn't know that much English. So, but the thing is that he has such big expectations because of everything that happened in his past, that he feels that if he releases a song and has, I don't know, 20,000, 40,000 views, it's a waste of his time, because he's used to 30, 40 million. Yeah. So, and I'm like, yeah, but you should do. Yeah, you already proved you could be famous.
Of course.
So now do it for yourself. Do it for your children, for whoever the fuck.
Yeah. Do it for fun, dude.
Exactly.
Dude, why did you fucking started it? You didn't like, you started making music or making anything like creative, right?
Yeah.
You do it for fun.
Yeah.
Then it becomes something, right? So just get back and have fun with it. Like, I've been in this situation, like, right now. Like, I was so grinding about like my songs and everything. Then I got a little bit sick, and then the COVID started, and I took a break from everything, and now I'm just right now getting back to it, like, but without expectations, right? And just like, with a mindset that I am not making this for to make concerts and shit like that, but just to have fun, like, experiment, have fun, and fuck who thinks about it, like, just release it and let's go.
That's a good mentality. I say I want to release my music because I'm waiting from all the hate that I have talked about every fucking musician that I hated in the past, and I want that karma to close and be back and just go to heaven. Yeah, no, it's for the fun. Like, at the end of the day, that's the only thing you can bring.
Right? Yeah. Like, it brings you joy. Like if it brings you joy, like,
who cares?
Yeah, exactly. Just do it.
Yeah. No, I have friends that know, but the comments, don't read them. Well, how come
I haven't read comments since I was like 16. Like, like I remember we were like partying with my friends, drinking like tipsy as fuck, and we were going into fucking my comment sections and just reading and laughing like it's such a stupid shit people writing like yeah. So
No, 1000%. Listen,
if you don't have haters though, you're
what
not
are you doing?
you are not popular at all. Like
no, listen, with the movie, I think the movie had 1 week, something like this. A guy went to IMDb to leave a review trashing the movie. This is the worst movie ever. I'm like, who does this? Like, motherfucker, it's fucking December. Buy a gift for your mom. Like, have a life. But it's just part of the game. Like, I just don't even care.
Dude, people are like, people thinks that their opinion matters the most. So,
yes.
Yeah.
No, I hate, but I hate in private. Like if I don't like something,
me too.
I will never post a comment.
I was a hater. Like I was like there was like I don't know, musicians and something like I did hate a little bit of different musician successes and shit like that. Like, but I didn't talk about it, right? But I've grown out of it. Like I right now I'm just like I'm friends with everybody. Like
okay.
Yeah, I'm totally different in a different way. Yeah, but
no,
like,
but we all started there. We all
15 years ago, like I was like,
it's me and nobody else.
Yeah,
everybody has to fail.
Egoistic. Yeah.
Because the crazy part is that you don't want to win. You want to win, but you want, at least that's how I was. I wanted to win, but I also wanted everybody else to fail.
Yeah. Well, exactly. You don't need competition, dude.
Exactly.
Like, you're the best. Like, well, that is in Latvian. It's called jaunības maksimālisms. I don't know how to fucking tell it.
Jauni is something new.
Jaunības, like it's the how to fucking translate it. Jaunības maksimālisms. It's just like the youth let's leave it at youth, right? Like it's just youth. You are like egoistic and you're the best at everything, and your opinion is the best, like, and everybody else sucks. So, yeah.
No, it's true. It's funny because that's one of the things that, I come from such a different place, but some things don't change. Like, we're all humans. Like, in Venezuela, it's the same. It used to be the same. What artists did shape you, that when you were starting, that you were like, oh my God, I feel this is so
that's
cool.
Also a cool story. Like, Latvians already know it, like, but you don't know.
Okay,
so
yeah,
tell it to you. Like, the biggest artist right now in the Latvia, right? When I was a fucking little boy, he was just coming up. He was 18 years old.
Okay.
He was playing on fucking TV, rapping, and I was like 6 and no, not 6. Like I'm 6 years younger than he is. So I was 12. Yeah.
Okay.
So I was 12 and I was watching at him, He was my fucking Latvian idol. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, idol. So, and then I met him, and now I'm fucking like
working
doing everything with him, right? So that was from Latvia, but from worldwide, like, there's a lot of music. Like, I am not concentrating on one genre, right? So my family members, my granddad, my granddad was drummers. My dad was a drummer. He wasn't a drummer. He tried to play drums. So I had ancestors that were really in the music. I know that. And then so I think it's just natural. Like,
so you grew up around music all the time, and people listen.
Yeah, my dad is a really fucking big music head, so I have a really long list of music genres that shaped me. Like my dad listened to rock music, like Bon Jovi and
Metallica.
No, not Metallica. He was like more into pop rock.
Pop rock.
Yeah,
okay.
so Bon Jovi,
Guns N' Roses.
Guns N' Roses. Yes, something like that. and also a lot of Latvian rock bands, like
Okay.
the legendary group. It's called Levi.
Okay.
Yeah, he did that. He also and when I started to grow up, he also changed into pop music. He was listening to Backstreet Boys and shit like
wow.
that. So a lot
Okay,
of
nice.
a lot of shit like that, like
Okay.
just mixes, right? So right now, yeah, it's the same. I fucking like I listen to country music. Right now I'm listening to fucking 50s rock, American rock, the original rock and roll, right?
Like Chuck Berry. Okay,
yeah,
nice.
yeah. And soul music, like the Ella Fitzgerald,
Fitzgerald,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And then so but there's no music that I don't like. I like dubstep. I like fucking drum and bass. Like I can go wild on drum and bass. Like
Okay.
yeah, I don't care. Like there's nothing. Like when I was young, there was only hip hop. Like
Okay.
yeah, rap. Right now, no, fuck hip hop. Like
Okay.
our day hip hop is fucking stupid as fuck. Like it's just so repetitive.
Yeah. No,
Yeah. That's the main fucking stupidest shit about it. Like
Yeah. Well, I think American music hit a peak 90s and movies too, 90s, 2000s.
what's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie is just hard to pick one, but I'll give you.
Well, like what
let's
first
let's say
comes
the Fight Club. Let's
Fight
say
Club. Oh, I love
the
I love
Matrix. So, any good 90s movie is gonna be my favorite movie. Forrest Gump, Pulp Fiction, all those 90s movies. But I really hold dear to my. I can tell you the movie that I have seen more is the Karate Kid, the original one, the 80s one.
Yeah.
I have seen that movie more than 240 times. And I know that the Fight Club, I'm around 90 something. So those are the two movies that I have seen more. And the Karate Kid, I don't know why the fuck I like that movie so much. But I grew up not as much as connected to movies as I was connected to actors. I literally grew up wanted to be Jack Nicholson. I didn't want it to be an actor.
So he's your favorite actor?
Of all time. Yeah. Yeah. I just think the guy's fucking phenomenal. Like, it's phenomenal. Like, his work, when I go back and I see what he was doing already in his 60s, and it's just phenomenal work. And music wise, you know, I grew up with Guns N' Roses was a big thing. When Cobain came, it was a huge. I remember the first time when I heard Smells Like Teen Spirit. It was like so random. And I remember I wasn't too much into it because
How old are you?
a lot of Latin American music when I was a kid, like in the 80s, but in the 90s, Guns N' Roses was a huge thing. And again, I didn't want it to be a rock star. I wanted to be Axl Rose. Like that you literally see the guy as the main thing. But this is one thing that is sad, that when I see Axl Rose right now, I'm like, oh my God, damn. Like, how did he do that to himself? Like,
Well, dude, there's a lot of artists like that.
no, for sure. But then you get 10 times more respect for the Rolling Stones, because you're like, how the fuck did these guys remain so fucking connected to who they were? They lived the life until their fucking 80s, and it's just, that is very impressive for me. Of course, but as you were saying, I was very influenced by rock and roll when I was growing up. Yeah,
Cool.
like that's why I like. I also like the, how's it called, Backstreet Boys and Sync, all those kind of pop music that was happening. Loved it.
Dude, the late 90s and early 2000s pop music was so fucking like it was just like oversaturated with it. Like I just remember being a fucking kid, and I have a cousin, but she's like my sister, so she's my my mom's sister's daughter.
Okay.
And she lived at my grandparents, so I was basically the most of my fucking childhood at my grandparents. So basically I grew up with my cousin, right?
Okay.
So she's like my sister, and we were both like music maniacs at that time. Like I was into hip hop, she was into pop, she was into Backstreet Boys and Britney Spears. Oh my God, Britney Spears! Oh my God, I totally forgot about her. She was like obsessed with her.
I was more of a Christina Aguilera.
Yeah,
no,
me too.
But
I
not
like
because
her
of the I like the music, Christina Aguilera's music. I felt it was better. But I felt that Christina was cuter. You know, I was at that age.
Okay.
Then I saw her in a concert in Venezuela, and she was so skinny. I was so disappointed. She broke my heart. I was like, nah, my God. But yeah, that was what word hip hop at that era. What you listening to?
I was listening to hardcore, not hardcore, but like at the time it wasn't fucking underground though. Like the 50 Cent hasn't came out
Yeah,
yet.
yeah.
So I was listening to like the usuals, the Onyxes, the MOPs, the Nas's, the Jay-Z's, the like
the old school ones.
Dr. Dre's
Yeah.
and shit, like the Tupac's,
Yeah.
Biggies.
Biggies.
So yeah. I was listening to that, and then came. I remember the fucking wave, and then came fucking 50 Cent, and it was just like over for everybody. And that's what that's how, because before it, I was like into fucking like real rap. This is real rap. Everything else sucks. Like, and 50 came out, and I was like, oh, you can sing and rap too. Like, and you can do this and you can do that. Like, and that just made it fucking interesting for me. Like, and so yeah, I just went with it as well. Like, fuck the underground. Like, let's fucking go musically, whatever.
Well, it was interesting that I remember when 50 came out that he was very gangster, but
Yeah.
somehow he was
got-
very
he got-
pop. He was everywhere.
Yeah,
he
was-
became super pop.
Dude, he was like even Eminem. Recently, I watched interview with Eminem. I don't like Eminem, but I respect him. But I was watching an interview where he was talking about 50, and he said nobody has ever did it like 50 that did. Like the first album just like drops and you just go.
Yeah.
Nobody has ever done it like 50.
Yeah. That first album was crazy.
Yeah.
I was a huge Eminem fan too. Like, oof.
Yeah, I didn't like
Oh my
him.
God.
I don't know why. I respect him, and I always respected that. I haven't hated him. There's a lot of songs that I liked from Eminem, but the majority where he was like
My name is what?
no, that was a classic, right? Yeah. But where he's like the comedic stuff. I don't like the comedic stuff. I don't know. Yeah, so I liked the more like
the serious stuff.
the serious
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah, makes sense. Yeah, no, when he came, also super fan. No, the 90s were cool in entertainment, and the 80s too. I'm more fan. What I like to
that
do
was the fucking best 2 decades of entertainment.
Of
Right
entertainment,
now,
by
everything
far.
is like so. I don't know. Like there's not enough color. I think like I can explain it like that. Like everything is just the same.
it's the same.
It's the fucking the
It's
same.
the same. It's the same. I
There's
agree.
no because like,
1000%.
yeah. So when we look at hip hop, the decades from 90s, like not even fucking 90s, from the 2000s, from 2000 to fucking 2010, like every major artist that was popular was different.
Yeah.
The music was different. If you were listening to Kanye West,
Yeah.
you know that what Kanye West sounds. You listen to 50 sounds
Yeah.
like 50. You listen to Eminem sounds like Eminem. Like everybody's original and doing different shit. Different like that was interesting. Right now everybody's doing trap like
And the pop is all the same.
and
pop.
the pop is all
And
also
good
the
luck
same.
picking it up, because this is a problem. You're saying it. That's a problem that I have. That is like, who's singing this? Like when Michael Jackson used to put a song, it's Michael Jackson.
Well,
There's-
he has a unique fucking voice though.
yeah, but I think I don't think it was by default. I think it was by design. I think right now everybody's trying to be the same by design also, because it's impossible.
I think pop music is getting better. Pop music is going more indie right now, so it's going like different places. Like I can just feel it from even in Latvia. Like the nobody's like, not nobody, but like people are starting to experiment and doing something different than they were doing usually. And in America, like from the charts, you can hear the same. Even the Justin Biebers are doing indie music, not the usual pop stuff, right? So things are getting better, I think.
lately.
And in hip hop as well, the underground hip hop scene and the beats from the 90s and 2000s are kind of returning. Like if you look at the Kendrick Lamar's and J. Cole's, they don't do the trap shit. Like they do something original. So.
Yeah.
And
Well, it was about time. I felt that in the movies it hasn't gone. I think we're still getting the same movies.
Well, we have the fucking like I haven't seen a good comedy in years, dude.
Yeah.
Like the actors are I know the actors, good actors clicked on the fucking movie. I was like, Jeff, I have seen this like 3 times but in different movies. Like,
Yeah.
there's nothing.
Oh.
Yeah, when I was a fucking kid, there was like memorable movies, comedies. I'm a fucking,
White chicks.
I didn't like that, but I loved the fucking early Adam Sandler stuff. Like,
yeah.
Fucking
The one with the kid or the other one. How about that? Happy Gilmore.
Big Daddy, Happy Gilmore,
The Waterboy.
Billy Madison, Waterboy.
Yeah.
I fucking loved those movies.
Yeah. The Sohan.
Yeah.
No, I agree with you, and that's why I feel myself. I'm a little bit more 80s, most probably because I grew up in that. But I feel I'm more. I think the 90s were a little bit more serious. Pop from. I think in the 80s the vibe was this: if you can look cool while doing it, do it.
Yeah.
The 90s was if you're gonna if you gotta be cool, it's not cool to be cool. It's just cool to be you. So it was a little bit more realism. That's why I feel the movies from the 90s are the top of ever.
Dude, I am like, you can ask my fucking girlfriend. She always hates me because she wants to watch something. I'm just like, let's watch something like from the 90s and 2000s, right? Like fuck the new stuff. Like,
fuck the new stuff. I'm the same, but I'm more of an 80s guy, to be honest. Like I love that. For example, not so long ago, I watched The Terminator, the first one. And
me too.
I love that in that movie, at the middle of the movie, for no fucking reason, the 2 main characters start fucking. You see some random boobs that you're not supposed to see, and then they make the theme of the song, they made it as a love song. And I'm like, what? This would only happen in the 80s. That is like gratuitous nudity with music to making love to this in the middle of this thing. I love it.
I love the old movies. I love the old stuff. Yeah. Like, yeah. And I also think the humor has gone like down, especially in America. Like there's stupid jokes. There's fart jokes, and that's only toilet humor.
Yeah. But it's because they want to be politically correct.
Do you like comedies?
Yes.
Like,
I love them.
I know a show. I'm a big series watcher. Like,
okay.
But 2.5 Men.
Yeah.
And Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
Also, both created by Chuck Lorre. Yeah. The best humor for me, and from but I'm more of like I like the dirtiest stuff more. Okay. So South Park,
okay,
not the last couple of seasons, they're going a little
original,
but the original stuff, dude, this fucking blows my mind. And then in 2.5 Men, there's a lot of fucking dirty humor, but it's made that you just don't like.
Yeah, you don't get it.
Yeah, you need to be kind of smart to fucking figure it out. And I have watched that show like 4,000 times. Like I know it. Like my girlfriend is fucking laughing at me. I'm going to sleep. I'm putting on 2.5 Men. I'm closing my eyes and I can fucking say like talk with them. Like,
okay.
Yeah. Like if the guy sings something like that's not original. Like I know it like from the heart. Like I know every joke, every shit. I like The Office as well.
The Office is really good, specifically at the beginning. Yeah. And 2.5 Men, I love it. We're watching it right now.
Yeah.
It's
like,
really
that's my
good.
favorite TV show.
I stopped, to be fair, I stopped watching it when
Ashton Kutcher.
Never watched
only
it.
Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen, but it's too good. It's just too fucking good.
2.5 Men also turned into fucking toilet humor when the Charlie gone. Like it was all about sex, farts, penises. That's it.
Stupid stuff.
Yeah, stupid stuff.
I can believe you. Like I remember when he was out, I was out. I never clicked though with the Big Bang Theory. Man, I hated the women in that series.
Yeah, dude.
I was like, I wanna punch all
In the
these
Big Bang
bitches
Theory,
in the
like
face.
I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it when the 2.5 Men was out, right?
Yeah.
But I started to watch it like
Recently.
2 years ago at COVID time.
Okay.
Yeah. I started to watch it at COVID time, and I get it that I wouldn't like it. Like
When he came.
Yeah.
For me, were the women. Like like these bitches who they think they are. Relax, motherfucker. It's like this is not how life works. So I never, but something I've told this story to everybody. Something weird that happened with me and the Big Bang Theory was that I had seen it so much that I'm just gonna watch it till the end. I'm not gonna be. So I watched it till the end, but at the end I was really hating the series, and I was like, I just want to get it over with and say and know the show so I can properly hate it from knowledge, not from a thought. Yeah. But what it was crazy, what in the last episode, when they're gonna give the Nobel Prize to the guy and the girlfriend, because whatever, okay, that's okay, I'll give that pass. I started crying watching that episode, and I'm like,
don't
what?
spoil.
You haven't finished it. Oh shit!
No.
No, you're gonna see it. That is what you expected. No, but the spoil is what happened to me. I started crying because I was like, I never thought I cared so much about this shit, because it was impressive that even if I didn't like certain things that were happening, somehow, in 10 years, you bond with the characters and they're gone. And it's like a breakup.
Yeah, well, it is.
Because it's the end of the series.
I was really fucking sad when Charlie Sheen got off
So I was pissed. I wasn't sad because I was really pissed. Because when Charlie Sheen got out, the show was at its peak.
Yeah.
And it was so much fun.
Yeah,
it was so
really
much fun.
Yeah.
So much fun.
Yeah.
But damn.
Well, I have a lot of. What's your favorite TV series of all time? Like I have like two of them. Like I can just.
I'm gonna tell you. I grew up basically. I'm gonna take cartoons out because the main one is gonna be a cartoon.
I love a fucking cartoon.
A cartoon, and it's gonna be one of the Japanese cartoons.
Oh, okay.
So it's gonna be either. The one, the Capitan Tsubasa, the kid that used to play soccer, or the Thundercats. It's gonna be one of those two. Okay. So because those are the ones. But taking that out, I really liked when Friends came out. I would never miss an episode of Friends. But now I never saw Seinfeld when it was coming out because
I want to see it.
But when you would see Seinfeld, you're gonna learn that all the serials that came after copy Seinfeld. It's really, the same fucking jokes. And I was like, damn, this used to happen to Joey. This is what happened to the guy. This is what happened to Sheldon. It happened to Seinfeld here. I'm like, bro, everybody was doing the same already. But he's more raw. It's like they didn't know. You can clearly see when you see Seinfeld that they didn't know how popular they would be. Like they're just having fun and trying to do the nonsense that they were doing. And it's a really good show. But I loved Friends when I saw it. I loved, like I would cry laughter and stupid stuff. And we would say it all the time in the university and talk about whatever the fuck happened in Friends. It was, that was my big thing. But
I kind of like Friends for me was too soft. Like I watched it last year with my girlfriend from start to finish. Like we watched it every.
Which one is yours favorite show, TV show?
My favorite TV show. I have shows like
hard to pick one.
Yeah, like I think they are the greatest. Like The Sopranos.
Never watched it.
Dude,
everybody tells me the same. Okay,
dude, fucking Breaking Bad.
Okay, never watched it either. Yeah.
I just watched it for the fucking fourth time. Like,
okay,
it's amazing. Well, then you haven't watched also Better Call Saul.
Yeah, no.
That's the
continuation.
Prequel.
The prequel. Yeah.
Yeah. Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones, never watch it.
Dude!
No, but the thing is, like, all those shows came, I was already making movies.
Yeah.
And now I don't
But
watch
those
TV.
are fucking. Those are like really
Really good.
must
Yeah.
see. Like
Yeah.
really like when I watched the fucking Game of Thrones, I was like mesmerized.
Everybody told me the same.
Dude, like it was like such a fucking hype.
Okay.
Like the ending is fucked up.
Everybody told me.
Fucked up. The fucking director fucking killed it. But everything before the last season is fucking epic.
Okay.
Epic.
I have it on my list. You know which one I didn't watch when it came out was The Office, and I watched it recently.
Yeah, I have seen it. Yeah,
I loved it.
We with Katrina,
Yeah.
she was watching, and I was like, I can show you. We just send each other Michael Scott emojis.
She's a big Michael Scott fan. Yeah.
Dude, I showed her the show.
The show.
Like,
Yeah. No, that like, listen, the meme of like, no, God, no. You know, I had seen that meme 1 billion times before watching the show, because I watched it, I don't know, 3, maybe 4 years ago, or maybe 2. But when that scene hits, it's so fucking funny.
The Michael Scott is a
It's
fucking
amazing.
legend.
It's
dude.
amazing.
The
It's
Steve Carell is fucking
it's
amazing.
amazing,
He's
amazing.
a real good actor.
Yeah.
Comedian.
Yeah, that's a hard job. Like, being so good at comedy, you have to.
Well, my
be-
childhood hero is Jim Carrey.
Carrey, yeah.
Like, dude.
Well,
And Adam Sandler.
to be fair, comedy movies, Ace Ventura is my favorite. The first one.
Those
first
were those were the
first one.
fucking I just can't like pick
one.
Yeah. Those were my childhood. Like
Yeah.
like those go into one bucket.
Or
All
one
of
bucket.
them,
Yeah. No, for me, Ace Ventura, I quoted it so much
Yeah,
when
I know
it
it
came
from
out.
heart as
yeah,
well,
Yeah,
yeah.
It's the same. Like, it's just no, the 90s were wild, man, but they were good. Like, it was just such a great time to grow up. And well, they shaped my life, so I can only be grateful for it. Yeah. So but I think we gotta bring back some of the things that they used to have. You know, I feel we all had more freedom. Like, sometimes I watch like like a video or like an old photo of like a 90s techno rave or something, and you see the character of the people. People were tougher, but they were
Yeah.
happier also, because
They
you were
were-
more in life.
Dude, I think it's like it's just natural progress. I think it's natural human progress. Like, we go through every fucking single fucking stupid thing in this shit. Like look, like all the fucking like, I don't know fucking how to explain it in English. I'm
Try.
choking. It's like at 90s and that era where when I grew up, like, the life was like perceived easier. Like, it was like more natural. Now everybody's like have problem with something, with problems with what are you thinking about different people, problems, how are you looking, and everything like that. At those times, I don't think it was like that.
It was.
Like,
It was simpler.
Yeah, it was simpler. Exactly.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
so simpler.
Yeah.
Like, nobody was thinking about those things that we are thinking about now.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah. No, there's this the guy that I told you that invited me to this rap thing in Angers telling us. I told him, because he's writing a song. I'm like, how's that going? And he's like, well, I'm strong sometimes like this. I'm like, listen, man, just grab whatever, try to make it a little bit better. Even if it's your voice, record yourself the next time with a better vocal change. Learn one effect, do whatever, just little by little. And don't be afraid to suck, because I feel the future, what is going to be hard is that I feel everybody now feels observed. Because it's not even that it is true that if you post something in social media, people are going to hate you and this and that. It's that I don't think about that shit. like because I don't feel it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
But the young kids,
Of
they
course.
feel it.
But
And
when
they,
you started like going in professionally, didn't you fucking think about it as well?
but there was nothing, man. Like I did
It was
feel,
different.
It
yeah.
was,
It was different.
And the
You
other
have
thing
more
is
eyes on you right now.
way more. And
we didn't have fucking internet.
yeah, and the other thing is this: when I came out, which is I think for you was the same. Being in YouTube was lame. You know, like
Dude.
people that were in YouTube were losers.
Like, what do you mean?
Like, for example, I remember when people started making videos, being called a YouTuber was an insult.
No. I'm not talking about that.
Yeah.
Like, no. But I want a fun fact. I and a guy that I was concerting with, not the gacho, but we were the first musicians to post it on YouTube in Latvia and started to market it from that.
And they called you lame, I'm guessing.
No. That was new shit for Latvians.
Well, in my country, being a YouTuber was like like you couldn't make it to the TV, so of course you have to go to YouTube.
Really?
It was kind of, that was the observation. So for me, when I grew up, that whatever was coming from there, it was like the nerd guys at your school talking shit about you. It's like, who gives a fuck? They're the nerds. If I go there, they're gonna run away and start crying. Yeah. So it was. I feel that the guys right now, and the girls is even worse. They're very aware. If I do this, how it's gonna be reflected on myself and this and that. I'm like, brother, make mistakes. Like you're just gonna make it. Like you can't jump this and I feel that's the real challenge because they grew up with all the guys, all the eyes on them.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's a lot of fucking attention, the social media and everything. So yeah. It was like you said, it was a fucking simpler time when we were younger.
Way easier. And I thought I had it harder. Like when I was growing up, I felt like, oh, this
well,
is
you
so
probably
hard.
did. You are 10 years older as well.
But now I feel like I see I'm up, and everybody's afraid of doing stuff. Like if you're gonna say this, if you're gonna say that, how it's gonna be reflected. That it's just it was simpler. I'm not gonna say it was easier because of course getting certain type of information was very hard. So you felt like the people that had the information was really gatekeeping you from getting into places.
Yeah, it was like that.
For sure, 1 million
in Latvia,
percent.
it's actually still like that.
Still like that. Yeah. But it was simpler. It wasn't easier. That I would agree, but it was simpler. I just had to, if I do this good and this good and this good, I'm gonna be fine. Now I feel that you have to have, with the movie, this is why we started doing the podcast. We needed to promote. Like, bro, you know how hard it was for me to learn how to make fucking movies and write scripts? Now I have to know how to do. Now I have all the tech. I'm telling you, like, look at all the cable. I put it all the tech myself. There's somebody jumping in the camera that they're gonna tell me how it's gonna work next time. It got way complicated. How many times you need to post? Who you need to? How's the algorithm work? There's just so much more shit you gotta know.
Dude, this like even. Dude, my album came out. I have only one album. My album came out in 2017. Yeah. It was such a fucking great year. Like everything was success. Everything success. Like how easy was to promote everything. Fucking so easy. Like everything went natural. Like even the paid ads and everything. Like the targeting in Latvia and everything. Then the COVID came. I took a fucking break. Returning. Dude, it's so hard. There's nothing fucking working. Like the algorithms are fucking broken. Like,
thank you, TikTok.
Basically, yeah. So everything is so fucked up. Like you can't release music for like the problem is there's also too much information. But the problem is you can't get the information to fucking eyes.
To eyes.
Yeah.
Well, that was the problem that we had with the movie. That when we were releasing the movie, I saw that the trailers got 1 million views. So I'm like, everybody knows about the movie. Yeah? No, brother. Like the thing is, because everybody's on their phone, maybe they saw your movie 30 seconds or the minute that the trailer is going to be. Of course, nobody's going to watch it all together. So they're going to watch 30 seconds and swipe. They only saw you 30 seconds of 16 hours of content that they saw. What are the odds to register? So the volume needs to be so much bigger that, you know, I've been releasing 3 reels for 8 months already, every day. And we just got to ramp it up because there's just too much shit. And they see you 1 second and then maybe one day they will pay attention. So,
well, I can give you a fucking cool example. I started at this start of this year, I started to release music.
Okay.
Fresh music. Haven't been active in social media for a fucking year. Like just not posting at all. Like nothing. Like really, really rarely when I don't know. Like
maybe a story or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really, really not nothing. Came back, posting a song. The first I'm fucking posting a story. I have 10K followers. Okay. Yeah. Posting a story, 24 hours, the story views were 200. Like, what the fuck? Like, I was like shocked, dude. The next song, like, and then I was so cringe about like making content, and I don't like that. I want to fucking make music. Fucking give it to my fucking listeners, and that's it. Like, I don't want to fucking
talk. And it's hard enough to make music.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
the part that they don't get. It's hard enough to make it.
But you need to fucking make the content not for the fucking your viewers, but to get your fucking algorithm going.
Yeah,
like it's so stupid.
Yeah, that's
so fucking stupid. So I posted the fucking first song. I had a generally good reviews. The views also. The second song, after some content, posting a story, 1,000 in 24 hours. The third song posting also in the middle, content, song content. The new song, bomb. After 2 months of work with 3 songs. And content in the middle, only I could get the algorithm going, so I had like 8,000 in
and then you stop.
Yeah, now
so now you're gonna have to start from scratch. This is the problem.
But also, like, I have those 10K followers, and I have like loyal fans. Like, they are writing to me, like I'm chatting with them, right? Dude, they are like literally waiting for me to release music. I released those 3 songs. Like 20 people wrote me, dude, I didn't know that you released those songs.
Same with the movie.
What the fuck?
Literally.
Like in 2017, 2017, like I could just literally watch, like I could just literally. I have 10,000 viewers in the fucking Instagram, posting a fucking story telling everybody the song is on fucking YouTube. Go fucking check it out. Yeah. Like, you can just refresh YouTube after a fucking hour. There's like 20,000 views.
Yeah.
Like,
because the thing used to put
not
it
20.
to,
I'm over exaggerating. Like
doesn't matter.
5,000 views. Yeah.
But the thing is, like, it used to push it to your followers.
Yeah.
Now that's not anymore.
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
not. Like, you are going some random fucking places. Like,
no, it's that we have that same struggle. We're figuring out how we're gonna do it. I think at some moment there's gonna pop up a new social media that is gonna be how the old social media it was.
I will. I hope.
Yeah, so that, and it's gonna be called The Following or something like that.
Because I can't get. I don't want to make content, dude. Like, I just want to film content, dude. I don't live that life. I have nothing interesting going on. Like, imagine if I need to fucking release and promote the song every time I release the song. Hey guys, and every time you see the fucking same place, same face, like for a fucking year.
Brother, go on my Instagram. I enter on my Instagram. I was telling this the last podcast. I used to get on Instagram at the cute girls, or I don't know, a fancy car, or some beautiful I don't know, sunset. And I used to be like, oh my god, this is so cool. I can be in places that I'm not. Right now I go on Instagram and I see myself and I'm oh my god, I want to puke. And it's because of that. That is a problem that is happening right now. That is, if you don't put enough, your things don't go anywhere. They don't even help you to anything. So it is a problem, but I have the feeling that something is gonna have to change. But the good news for me has been that, for example, doing the podcast is something that I enjoy. I enjoy having a conversation like this. But and then the other things that I do it so efficiently that it's like 4 hours every 2 weeks. But what it has is killed the joy of the social media, because now I don't want to go in social media.
I don't even, dude. Like I was that kind of person, but now I'm even more. And I think I think the more fucking information is fucking like just randomly popping up there. Like it's just like, remember when in 2000s there was like pop-up ads.
Yeah.
Like I feel like the same shit about this. Like and if you are using a fucking website or something like that and the pop-ups are fucking starting, you will close the site and never go in there.
Yes.
So that is what happening there. Dude, I haven't been in my Instagram for a fucking week. I went in today, first time in a week. Like I haven't been in a week.
Yeah, because he killed the joy.
In 2017, I was like, oh, okay, I was single and I was chatting with girls as well. But I was like just fucking scrolling and doing stuff in there.
But it was cool. It was cooler.
Yeah.
It was cooler.
There was a lot of condensed information, not random shit popping up.
Well, and that you could choose certain things. I feel the algorithm is too stupid, because they do this thing. Well, it's stupid for me. For them, they're making billions, so it is way smarter than me. I'm not trying to say that. But I remember, like, I hate this. Oh, today I saw this video on YouTube or whatever, crime. They put these crime dramas that are made with ChatGPT, and they just put the camera from the policeman and from the interrogation room. But I like them. Sometimes I like them.
Dude, I'm really into crime drama.
So I hit them, but the problem is I feel that hitting play to something is like a life sentence. So I hit play to one crime drama, recommended for you 1,000 crime drama. Like, bro, I just watched one. No, I don't want anymore. So it starts being like that, and it's just boring. It's just boring. I feel the best way of all social media, I've said it everywhere, is Spotify, that you can follow playlists.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's the best thing, because I also hate that Netflix is trying to push me their trash content. I recommend them for you, Netflix original. Like that N means for me, no.
I have a hack for that as well. Like I was fucking really killing my time on YouTube like a while ago. Like I was just like, the same people are doing now with TikTok. I was just like randomly just going like clicking shit.
Okay.
Before the shorts and everything. Like I was just randomly fucking watching stupid shit on YouTube. Now I decided I will not do that, and I found every fucking interesting only about my fucking work. Like interesting information that people are podcasts, anything that's fucking with music and learning tutorials and shit like that, where people are experimenting and creative. Only subscribe to them. And every day I start with going in and scrolling through that and watching if there's something interesting about fucking the work and the relation of the work. And if I find something, I click, I watch. And the dude tells me something interesting. I just noticed, like, dude told me something interesting, and I have a fucking spark in my fucking brain, and I want to fucking work. So that's a cool. Like I don't go and watch fucking
scroll.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, I also go to YouTube for education. But like, for example, whatever camera, or right now I'm putting together like this children's series. So I'm thinking how to do all this kind of, I've been into miniatures because I want to do some things in miniatures, and they're way more complicated than I expected. But so I do that a lot. But I also like in YouTube, I don't have a TV. I don't have like the local channels. So I just use YouTube as a TV. So I also like to watch some, sports or some entertainment. And, but the problem is I don't go into the subscriptions normally. I normally go, it has the recommended for you, and I go there. but I feel that page is like a life sentence. That's
Dude,
what I'm telling
no,
you. Click
you
one,
can't. Yes,
it's
you
forever,
can't go there.
forever. You
Like,
only want
yeah,
this.
I only go to subscriptions because of that.
That's a
Because
good
of that.
hack. That's
Yeah,
a good hack.
only, and I have 2 YouTube channels, and I have one for fucking evenings
Okay.
when I fucking sit
Ah, but
down.
that's even better.
Yeah, exactly. And one for when I wake up, then I fucking watch my work shit and everything related about music.
Okay.
And when I'm finished work, I'll go to fucking living room, turn on the TV, go into second YouTube channel, and I like watching the crime shit and food shit.
I don't do. I also do, but I haven't tried the food shit. I'll try.
Dude, like there's a couple of cool channels that they are not like making food.
Okay.
They're experimenting with food.
Okay.
And going places all over the world, experimenting different culture foods and shit like that.
Okay.
And they're a little bit comedic.
Okay.
And it's a cool vibe. You just sit down, you make yourself some
Some-
snacks, some shit like that. You just sit down and relax. Like,
Okay, I'll try. I do also. How's it called? Like nature. You
Yeah.
know, like a lion eating something. I love that shit.
I really liked it before, but now it's fucking boring for me. I don't know. I'm really a history guy. Like,
Okay.
I really love to fucking watch something about history. Like if there's a good fucking documentary coming out about
World War II. Yeah.
anything
Yeah.
about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I really love medieval shit. That's why I love the fucking Game of Thrones. Like
okay.
I have ancestry in Latvia.
Okay.
My family was we were called Coronian kings.
Okay.
There was 12 families that ruled all over the west side of the Latvia, and when the fucking Russians and what came in here, that was way before. That was like 1500 year.
Okay.
And my fucking family, I have blood from the fucking kings.
Oh
So,
damn.
yeah, so I'm really into fucking that medieval shit.
Okay. But the west is not to where the Vikings is. Vikings is more to the north.
North.
Okay.
Vikings are fucking over the sea. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's cool. Well, okay. I think. Listen, I think I normally ask a bunch of questions, but I think this has been a very cool podcast. Just literally to get to know you.
Questions.
Like normally we used to do something very structured, but I feel this is more the vibe. Actually, everybody has told me, and I forgot it for today too. But it's like, man, you should have something to drink here, like just a little whiskey or something. Just to,
I don't use alcohol.
You don't do alcohol. Me neither. Like I once in a while I go and drink, but I
have a plan to get fucked up this year.
When you release, you're gonna have a big release or something.
No, nothing. I'm just like I haven't used alcohol for 2 years. Been sober 2 years, but I think I will chill for 1 day this year. So.
Okay.
I was doing it too much.
Too
before.
much.
Yeah,
You had to cut it.
dude. When I was like healthy and before COVID, when I was like popular and everything was going well, dude, that was the only thing that I was doing. Like I was just fucking partying all the fucking time. Well, there's also like, you know, when you're a popular musician, you have a gig like every fucking second, like in summer every fucking second day, or every week, like 2 days in the fucking week. Yeah. So there's also like after parties, like you like when you give into those, like, dude, that's not healthy, dude. And I'm not 25 years anymore. So yeah.
No, I love partying. The thing is, like, responsibilities took over, and now I feel like, bro, am I gonna drink today and then be out for 4 days?
Oh, I don't have hangovers.
You don't have hangovers?
I can, dude. I was such a big drinker. I could fucking easily drink.
That's that medieval blood that you have.
Maybe,
that
yeah.
has to be that shit,
dude. I love rum. I could do 1.5 liters by myself the whole night by myself with Coke in cocktails.
Okay.
I only drink like that. I don't drink vodka. No.
Okay.
Fuck that. I just chill. I don't get fucked up when I don't control myself. I don't have any problems. I'm always like fun. Everything's cool. I'm just like, but I drink a lot. And the next day I could 8 o'clock go work, go fucking do shit. Yeah.
I can't do that shit.
Yeah.
That's my only problem. If
I
I
have
would
a
be,
friend like that. My best friend is like that.
Okay.
Dude, if he's drinking, he won't talk with me like for a week. Like he's just so like I can't even explain it. He's like dying. Like he's like
I'm the same.
Dude, can you bring me food?
Listen, if I would be like you, I would still party because I just love to fucking party. I love it.
I loved it too, but like my lifestyle has changed. Like I'm sick. Like I won't say it. Nobody knows publicly. People know that I'm sick, but like I just can't. Like if I will do that, I will die.
So you have to take care of yourself.
I have to take care of myself so I can make more.
Are you
music.
planning to have a family or something? I thought that's what you were going to say. Soon.
I want to. We'll see.
We'll see. Okay. I'm thinking the same, but I think, how the fuck I'm gonna party with kids? Well, so we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
That's what I always say.
There's a babysitters.
And they're hot, so
And you can party with them after.
wow. That would sound like something I would do. That would sound like something would happen to me, and I would be like, of course.
Well, there could be another movie after that.
Easy. Man, no, thank you for coming. I really wanted to have a talk to you and to get to know you a little bit and understand your... I didn't even ask you too much story about everything you have gone through, but just to get your vibe, because, we have done already two songs together. We're making this together, and I want to get to know the people that I'm working. And I'm really big fan of your job. I want to see what else you're doing. I'll check out the artist now that you told me that you work with. I had heard about him. I haven't checked out his music. Most probably he sings in Latvian. That's
only in Latvian.
Only in Latvian. Yeah. But I'll still check out everything because I like to see what the people are doing here.
Oh, he's like I don't know what music are you into right now? Like generally,
mostly Latin American music, okay. Like mostly right now.
But like
reggaeton.
Yeah. Okay. So like that's not your vibe. Like Latvian music is not your vibe at all. Like if you like.
No, but I always like a good pop. Like, so for example, some of the things that Patrisha is doing in English, I love them.
Yeah,
they're really good.
Okay. But in general, like Latvian music isn't for you. Like there's not a lot stuff like that.
Yeah, there's not. No. And can't wait to have our songs again outside. I'll do a little presentation or something. I'm doing everything mainly for film, but I'm talking to everybody, and everybody's like, man, you're making music. You have to make a release. You have to do this thing. I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. And just have fun, and I'll invite you. And if you're in town or around, come drop by. And yeah, man.
Well, the if I will feel better and if I will feel good, like I'm doing right now, health-wise, and I don't have to work, I would probably come. So
cool. Thank you for coming and taking your time, and man, it was great to have you here and great for the stories.
Thank you for the invitation.
Oh, always, man. Always. Your job is good, and I love surrounding myself with talented people. I think that's the key to life.
For us creative people, that's definitely the key to life.
Is there anything else? I think no.